Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Maggie, your homeschool booster, cheering you on and boosting your confidence as you educate your children. In today's video, I want to feature 3 games that I highly recommend for students with a nonverbal learning disorder. Nonverbal learning disorder is otherwise known as NVLD or NLD, and my youngest son has NVLD in addition to ADHD. And so finding ways to help him has been a challenge. But using games like these that I'm going to show you today was a great way to exercise and strengthen the part of the brain that processes nonverbal information. So let me show you these 3 games now. The first game is a game called Blink from the makers of Uno. Forgive how worn this box is. You'll see all these games are well used in my household, which is why I'm recommending them. And how this game works is it's similar to War. You split the deck in 2. It's a 2-player game. Each person gets half the deck. And what the cards look like are various shapes and colors and various quantities on the card. And so how the play begins is each player puts a card face up to start, and then you deal yourself 3 cards. This is your playing hand. And what you want to quickly do is race against your opponent to discard all of your cards. And to do so, you need to match your cards either by color, shape, or quantity of items on the card. So let's take a look here in my hand. I have yellow and another yellow. So I can match either one of these because I can match them by color. There's nothing I have that can match here because I don't have this color, I don't have this shape, nor do I have quantity of 2 on either of these cards. So how I would play it is I would discard one, discard the other, quickly replenish my cards. Now that I have the star here, I can play a star here because now I'm matching it by shape. I can play this on either one. I can match it by shape, a star to a star, or I can match it by quantity. There are 2 here and 2 here. This one I can play here too because there's 2. Or had I not played this one, I could play this one because there's 2 or because they match by color. And so your brain is quickly scanning what you have in your hand, what's played out on the playing deck, and how you can match it either by shape, color, or quantity of items on the card. And so that's how the game Blink goes. The next game is a really fun game that we loved playing too, and it's from the makers of Sequence. So if you're a fan of Sequence, you might really like this one too. And it's called Doodle Dice. See what your dice can doodle. And the object of this game is to collect 1 card of each color. There are 6 colors in increasing difficulty. Also, you'll see each word is in English, French, and Spanish. So bonus learning opportunity in this game. But how it works is you start by putting 6 cards, 1 of each color, face up. And as each player takes a turn, this game is for 2 to 6 players. And it's recommended for ages 6 through adult. And as each person takes a turn, they will draw a card and add it to the face-up pile here. So every time each person takes a turn, they'll draw a card and put it on the face-up pile. And this game, it's similar to Yahtzee, but with figures and shapes on the dice. And then you'll roll your 6 dice. Ooh, I got a lot of faces on that roll. And see what you get. Okay. So I have 4 of these, a straight line, and an arc. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at these cards here and figure out what I can match so that I can collect that card. And your brain has to not only see what shapes you match, but you have to turn or manipulate the dice so that you can match it. For example, I don't have enough for this one, but I'd have to turn and see that, okay, I have this, I have that, but I don't have that one. Oh, so close. So we can see how this game works. And this is good for a student with NVLD because they have to manipulate the dice to turn them and see in which way they can match the different images that appear on the cards before them. So, and it's a fun family game. The next game I want to show you is a game called Quirkle. It's for 2 to 4 players and ages 6 and up. And the way this game works is similar to Blink in that you have different shapes and colors. And each player gets 6 tiles. So in a way it's like dominoes too, right? Each player gets 6 tiles. And what you do during your turn is you try to create rows and grids, as you can see in the picture here. So in this picture, they have 3 circles, blue, red, and green. So you can match them, you can line them up by shape. Once you've lined it up by shape, though, then you can add to it by color. So like Scrabble. Actually, yeah, Scrabble is probably a better comparison than dominoes in this case. So let's see, if I'm looking at my 6 here, I might start with, okay, I have 3 greens, so I'll probably start with my 3 greens. Once I've put my 3 greens, I replenish my tiles so that I have 6 tiles in my hand. Okay, on my next turn, what can I do? Okay, I've got 2 of these diamond shapes. So maybe I can build like this. And on the next turn, I can build like this. Of course, you have other players taking their turns and they're building on it too. So when it comes around to your turn, you're trying to build it up, to build onto what they've added. And you can get what's called a quirkle when you have 6 in a row. So here I have all 6, each of a different shape. The shapes can't repeat when you're putting them in a row here. So because I have a diamond here, I couldn't repeat another diamond shape. Or if I have a circle, I couldn't repeat another circle shape. So that is Quirkle. Here are some examples of play. I have a bonus game to show you. It's called On the Dot. It's by Game Right. It's for 1 to 4 players ages 10 to adult. Now, this game is great for challenging and stretching that part that's processing nonverbal information. However, it can be frustrating. And so you certainly don't want to frustrate your student. So this is just a bonus for you to consider. So it says it's up to 4 players, but the way I always played it was not competitively against my son. I would just challenge my son to play it. It does say you can play it solitaire mode, and that's how I played it with him. I would have him pick a card. And so how it works is there's various colored dots on the card in different patterns. And you have to take 4 of the transparent cards. Now we can see there's red, yellow, green, and purple border. There's no difference between each set of these cards. This is just for the purpose of a 4-player game. But like I said, I would put these to the side and just grab one complete set of cards. And how it works is you need to put each of the cards, you need to use all 4 cards. You need to put each of the cards so that they will overlay and cover the dots. Hence the name On the Dot. So I'll show you in real time what this looks like, and you'll get a sense of why I say this can be frustrating. Because, okay, let's just start and you'll see what I mean. So you can rotate the cards and you can flip the cards. But right now, I can see that red is covering red, purple is covering purple, green, and yellow. So that's one match right there I just discovered. I'll take my next card. And okay, I found another match. It goes red on top of red, green on top of green, purple, and yellow. I hope this is coming through on camera well. And okay, here's my next one. Red on top of red, purple on top of purple, green, and yellow. So the only color that I have not covered, the only dot I have not covered yet is that yellow dot there. Oh no, and that red dot. Okay, so I have two dots that I have not covered yet. That yellow on the left and that red on the right. Okay, and now I have my last card. And here we go, yellow on top of yellow, red on top of red, and then the purple and the green are just overlapping. Okay, and so with all four of those transparent cards, I covered that card up. So this one is the most challenging, like I said, because they're working with this transparent layer that you can rotate, flip, rotate, and that you have to use all four and you're covering over the dots. But again, a really good challenge, but you have to make sure that your student is ready for the challenge because you don't want to frustrate your student. I hope this video was helpful. I've left links to the games that I showed you in the description box below. In addition, I'm probably going to add a few other games that I can think of that I didn't have on hand to demonstrate to you. If you have any games or resources that you recommend, please do let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.